Hey guys, welcome to week 11 recruiting. We're almost done here with the 24 class. So C1 won the race very narrowly this week. Very disappointing. So we'll start over here with Jarrett Gibson deciding. Nick Marsh, TJ Moore, Elijah Moore. We got Haas Hinge. I think that's how you pronounce it, but if not, oh well. He's not going to come find me. So Austin Simmons, Jamari Cauley, and Trevor Jackson, all looking here to commit this week. So let's start here at the bottom and work our way up. We have Jackson. We have Miami with the big lead over LSU with 63%. And Miami pulls it off. Cauley, we have Stanford 58, UCLA 42. First upset of the night. All right, so UCLA gets that one. Austin Simmons, we have Miami 51%, USC 24, LSU is at 24 as well. Let me check something real quick. USC is at 24, is at their 15 recruits, and they did not let me know if they want to revoke anybody, so they will not be in the running this week. So if they win, it will go roll again, and then it'll just between LSU and Miami. Not LSU, and it is Miami. All right, so Haas, we have Miami, Pittsburgh, LSU. Miami with a big lead here at 50%. Let's see if he keeps the magic going. Sorry, Greg. It is Pittsburgh with an upset. All right, Elijah Moore, UCLA, Stanford, SMU, all after Moore this week. So we have SMU, sorry bud, and Stanford repays the favor. It upsets UCLA. TJ Moore, UNC 40%, Stanford 32, and Florida is at 28. Sorry Florida, we got another upset. Let's check. Not this time. All right, UNC gets TJ Moore. Nick Marsh, we have LSU in the lead. Oklahoma, Arizona State, Washington, and SMU all right here. Let's see what happens. Not SMU, not Washington, not Arizona State, and LSU pull it off, and they do. Congratulations, LSU, with the win. And then Jarrett Gibson, the big guy of the week. We have 6 teams: Washington, Florida, UNC, LSU, all neck and neck here. Then we have USC. Once again, you're disqualified here since you didn't send in your list. And if you win, we'll have to re-roll that one. And then SMU at 14%. SMU, sorry, USC, LSU, UNC. All right, we got Florida and Washington. The winner is Washington. All right, so just to recap, this week we have Jarrett Gibson going to Washington, Nick Marsh, LSU, TJ Moore, UNC, Elijah Moore, Stanford. Haas is going to Pittsburgh, Austin Simmons, Miami, Cauley is going to UCLA, and Jackson is going to Miami. All right, so we'll go over here to C2. We do have 4 solo commits in C2. We have Jordan Washington going to Georgia Tech. We have Dante Reno going to Ohio State. That gives them 14. And if they win, White and Jonathan Paylor, that scholarship will be revoked since they won't have anybody there anymore to give out. Mabry is going to Florida State, and Bron Gatling is going to California. All right, so let's go here to Jackson. We have Georgia at 71, Syracuse 23, and Georgia gets 1. All right, White. We have Ohio State 82, Texas at 18, and Ohio State now has his 15 recruits. Rico Scott, we have Alabama and Texas. Alabama with big lead at 80%. and they win Scott. All right, Stacy Gage. It's me versus Texas. Let's see who pulls it out this week. California, very nice. All right, Keelan Allen going to my Hokies. We have California 33, Texas A&M 32, and Georgia Tech at 24. Sorry, Georgia Tech. Will I get my Hokie? No, I will not. Congratulations, Jeff, Texas A&M. All right, Baylor. We have Michigan at 46 and Ohio State at 45. So if Ohio State wins this one, that means Reno will come back into the recruiting pool. But it is Michigan with the win. In Backway, we have Alabama 45, Penn State 30, and Tennessee at 17%. Not Tennessee, it will be Alabama. Alabama gets 2 this week. So just recap, we got Backway going to Alabama, Paylor going to Michigan, Adams is going to Texas A&M, Gage, California, Washington, Georgia Tech, Rico Scott is going to Bama, Norrell White is Ohio State, Jackson is going to Georgia, Reno, Ohio State, Florida State gets their man, and then California gets Gatlin. So Mabry is going to Florida State. So that brings up Florida State to 15 recruits. USC has 15. Texas A&M has 14. And Ohio State is maxed out at 15. So if you have 15 recruits, remember before the show each week, you've got to tell me who you're going to, what your priority list is. If not, then we're just going to go by highest ranked players. And that's what we'll do. So going into the flips now, we've got flips after week 12. I've already got the list preliminary done, but I won't release that till when the players commit next week. And then you'll have 2 options. So just to go over flips real quick. So in the bylaws, we have a couple different ways a player will flip. So if they have 1,000 points and 3 teams with 200 points, they're eligible. Or 4 teams with 150, or 5 teams with at least 125 points. They have the chance to flip their commitment. So they're getting wishy-washy. They realize the grass is greener on the other side. So at that point, we will have a roll. There'll be a 20% chance of that recruit decommitting and entering themselves back into the recruiting, which all that means is they'll go back in for National Signing Day as a recruit. So if you're one of those 3, 4, or 5 teams, no new teams, only those teams that bid on them the first time and had a chance will be able to bid again on those players to try to win them back to your team. So the team that even lost, you still have a chance to get them to come back to your team. So just remember that. And then also each team has 1 lock. So you get 1 lock. I'm actually going to be changing this. 25% wasn't enough hit rate. So it's a 1/3 now. So you have a 1/3 chance of locking that player for the week, for that they won't go flip. So you won't know about that. You put your flip. I'll get all the flips out there. Tell me who your lock is. The first thing will be rolled. It'll be the locks. And if the lock fails, then we'll roll for the flip. And then if the flip fails, they still will stay at your university. If the flip succeeds, then they will enter back into the recruiting. So you have a couple different options. Even if your lock does not work, you still have a chance to keep that player. So just remember that. I'll go over this a little bit more next week, and it'll make more sense when I have the list out there so everybody can see it. But be thinking of your players you want to lock out there. So just remember that. Get your points in. Week 12, we're almost done, guys. Playoffs are going on. We got our championship games this week. Hopefully those go well, and then we'll have our bowl week. So, all right, guys, we'll take care. We'll see you next time.